Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine and this is going to be the September reading for Sagittarius. My mother's a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I also may be describing you or the person you're dealing with. Flip it around if need be. And I also don't discriminate in my readings. I speak for the ones who did the dirty deeds and the ones who are on the receiving end. Because both aspects of the Sagittarian needs advice. So therefore I'm tell it like I see it for either way. So however may fit, again, apply it to you, your energy, or the other person's, whichever. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. And if you would like to support the channel, then please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know how the reading resonates, share, subscribe, or donations are also appreciated. And how to do that, you find the information below as well. So I help you, you help me, and we help the masses by having YouTube help promote the channel. And they only do that, again, when videos that get likes and comments, you know what I'm saying? So help a sister out. I hope this clanging thing isn't gonna interrupt here. My wind chime. The sun is coming through here, so I wasn't sure. I'm like, okay, well, if I put the curtain and kind of leave it so that the plants still get some sun, but I'm hoping it's not going to create an issue. But we shall keep hope alive, as they say. Let's figure out what's going to be the overview for the month for Sagittarius. What's the overview for the month of September for Sagittarius? What is the overview for the month of Sagittarius in September? What is the overview for Sagittarius for the month of September? And there we have it. And what do we have? A leg up. Oh, look at the little baby bears. Oh, I love animals so much. And it's a number 34, which comes out to a number 7, which is my favorite number. I have a lot of connections to the number 7. Let us see what leg up means for you. 34. Oh, yes, and I've put up the question or the decision for the Divine Masculine for the month of September. I shall be putting up the feminines as well, either today or tomorrow, because I have to do 3 air signs, on including this one. So that's 4 hours of sitting in this chair, and let me tell you, I feel it. So, but look for the feminines, and again, masculine and feminine stand more for energy than gender, so you may be female and resonate with the masculine, and vice versa. Let's see, a leg up. Essential meanings: receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. The Oracle's message: you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aids so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, what was it called? Allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. Relationship message: relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. That's right, not codependence. Now, again, I always say know what you're dealing with, and some people don't even know what they're dealing with until the aftermath. You know, codependency. A lot of masculines are entering into relationships again for codependent reasons. A lot of masculines were narcissists, or you know, and again, masculine doesn't mean man. It's the energy. A lot of lies, a lot of deception, a lot of using people as means to an end, jumping from relationship to relationship, but not committed to either one, just to the benefits that they're receiving in it. You know, a lot of feminines had to learn the lesson about boundaries, self-love, self-respect. Love someone else more than you love yourself. Don't allow yourself to be, you know, jumping through hoops or doing most of the work in a relationship, or having somebody just being a mooch. Everybody goes through tough times, but you know, these covert narcissists, they that's their story all the time. It's always some excuse of why they can't contribute financially equally or even any other way. Like I say, you'll know if what situation you were in, but for a lot of feminines, it's learning that it is about that, not accepting excuses, noticing when you're getting taken for a ride, or when someone again is taking more than they're given, and then end up leaving you where they can get something else. It's always a business deal with them narcissists. So again, I tell everybody, know what you're dealing with. Um, so when you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork. Oh, we already read this part. Um, Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. Again, an equal give and take as well. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. Again, like I says, don't be the one doing all the stuff while the other person's just benefiting and throwing crumbs. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I know what I'm saying too. Like I said, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And let me tell you, them narcissists will fuck you up every which way that they can, emotionally, mentally, and financially. So it says, watch out. This is the time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Again, know that you have a right to be treated a certain way, or you have a right to, again, balanced relationships, feeling supported just as much as you're supporting someone else. And again, there's a difference between supporting and enabling. Well, learn it. Now, trust that you will be met, excuse me, dry throat, met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. Well, depends on who you're asking. Prosperity message. Now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go to help you get there, too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in your prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in a position where you just can't do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring on those that can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so that you can take steps towards your big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time. So as long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. Protection message. Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good, for you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. And if that's what you're looking for, you're needing, I hope you get it. I said, my mother's a Sagittarius, so she's always, you know, going, 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 burning the candle at both ends. You know, always trying to do everything and take everything on, you know. And I tell her, you better delegate some of that. You know, let other people be responsible for themselves in some ways. You don't always be the one to do stuff that people, again, that people can do themselves. Like make a sandwich. So you shouldn't have anybody at 10:30 at night asking you to make them something to eat when you've been working all day and you're tired. And there's something wrong with their legs. Like I said, spoiling people, doing, you know, let people, and it also teaches other people to be independent. You know, but that stems from, again, a codependent need to, again, you work harder on other people's shit than they do on their own. Like, you know, trying to do everybody's stuff for them, or wanting to heal people, or wanting to, you know, again, a little independence, a little selfishness, perhaps. If we're giving too much, then we're receiving. Again, or if we're needing to ask for some help instead of trying to go it alone and do it all alone. We need to do that as well. Let's see how it plays out into the reading here. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you had the Chariot in the reverse. Ugh, Jesus, Christmas here. All right, I'm seeing Tower reverse, Death card, King of Swords reverse, the Devil reverse. We got the Chariot reverse, and behind that we got the Five of Swords. You know, again, which is the asshole card. People treating people as means to an end, serving their own agendas again. And we also have the Sun, the Ten of Swords reversed, and the Seven of Swords reversed. So I don't know if we were dealing with situations that were toxic, people that were treating us as means to an end, or we're trying to heal, overcome from something here, some light, illumination, or trying to find some happiness. But which always seems to be the ongoing friggin' story with everybody, it's like, just life is just drama. Again, in the Chariot in reverse, you could be dealing with a Cancer, or this is just, you could have Cancer in your chart, or this is just simply what it is a lack of control or direction. Again, or maybe if we're needing help or needing to figure out certain things, or, you know, try to figure out our direction or gain some control in our lives. Or it's also about a feeling of no control, a feeling of being dragged through time in whatever direction that fate takes you, at the mercy of whatever's happening, you know, a loss of power, collapsing under pressure, aggression channeled wrong, should be used in a determination way, not an angry way, or a need to be more comfortable in not having control. But this leg up kind of hints to the fact about, you know, balance. Again, the Chariot card is about balance too, balancing the light and dark, shadow and light aspects of our own selves, you know, so that we can move forward, not everything kind of all over the place. And by dark aspects, we got the Devil card here too. So again, our own tendencies, or if we're in karmic situations or cycles or patterns of behavior, whatever it is here, or whatever it is, I think change is on the horizon, or there needs to be a lot of the similar theme through all these readings is about, you know, cycles and transformation and rebirth. And for some people, it's ending things and beginning new things. You know, it's kind of phasing shit out, or you know, but there might be some sense of chaos going on, or upheaval, or something here. Something that you don't feel much control over. I mean, Chariot also speaks about travel too, leaving situations. Maybe you're wanting to leave, or maybe someone's leaving you and it's out of your control, or Let's see what else we got here. What's coming towards you? Here's the Tower in the reverse. Tower in the upright speaks about upheaval. You see this, and like it says, maybe this moving house here is people getting thrown out of their house. You know, this is also sudden shock. I don't know if I've said this already. Disaster, upheaval, again, sudden changes or revelations from the void. In the reverse, it's about avoiding a disaster or, again, fear of change. Maybe, again, fear of not knowing which direction to head into. Maybe, again, needing to not try to go it alone or figure it out on our own. This is delaying the necessary destruction or a need to go through the difficulty to learn a lesson that's important. Don't resist it. It may be shocking and hard to deal with, but it's an important part of your life's journey. It's also about being afraid of change, even though we want it. Resisting due to fear of pain or discomfort. The need to think big or take risks. Again, the reverse, it's delaying the inevitable, but we already know it's inevitable. So if we can prepare for it, it can, as much as you can, for something that's disastrous. If you can try to lessen the blow, which again, if it's, tower moments and never like something light, regardless. This is also about deconstructing the ego. And the ego being, there's many facets of the ego, from lower vibration to higher vibration. Fear is the lower, and courage being the higher, and the like. But if this is what's coming towards you, again, there might be an ending that's, but you have the ability to kind of brace yourself for. But whatever it is, or this is about not taking risks at all, too. So maybe we're needing to take a risk. Depends on how this plays out here. Taking a risk, asking for help. Well, obviously, we'll get more clarification as we're going. We got one card here. There's so many storylines I can throw out. But again, I feel like there's a lot of decisions that need to be made, or directions needing to be gone in, and people are kind of at the trying to figure things out phase, in the kind of uncomfortable just before the something part of it. It's like I think a lot of people can sense change is on the horizon, or something's about to shift, or something needs to be decided upon, or let go of, or move towards. And I think that a lot of people, again, are in this kind of energy right now, because I've pretty much done all the elements, and it's kind of the ongoing theme. Because this is what's your state of being. This is death. This is a sign of Scorpio. I think this is Scorpio too. I don't like to do the signs, because it's like, don't matter. People have so many different signs in their chart that people just like to make it more personal that way if I throw out a sign, but I think it actually adds to the confusion. Oh, well, if I'm not dealing with a Scorpio, it doesn't not fit with me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like to throw out signs, because it's really irrelevant. But death is about being invincible or unconquerable. The purifier, again, rebirth, fresh, new, pure. Again, sign of Scorpio, the number 13. 13 moons in a year. So we could be dealing again with cycles. Like I said, something's ending or on the verge of some kind of change or transformation that we're maybe needing to kind of prepare for. The end of a major phase or aspect of your life that brings about the new beginning of something far more valuable and important. And again, and it's stemming from perhaps whatever lesson that we're learning here. And maybe it did have to do with somewhat with balance in a relationship, or, making sure that we're not settling for less than, or we're afraid to, again, speak up, voice our needs, and or perhaps again be willing to not always be the kind of doer in the person that's the doer, the giver. Understanding that you're supposed to have support, or you should have support, especially if in a relationship. um, Allowing people again to kind of pull their own weight a little bit, or maybe whatever transition that we're going through, we're going to have to kind of ask for a little bit more support to get us through it. Close one door to open another. Put the past behind you and part ways to embrace new opportunities. It may be difficult, but it's important, as you will see, to bring renewal and transformation. If you resist, you will feel the pain, emotional and physical. And that's why when this card too talks about in the reverse, it's like to prepare you for what's coming. Because here, obviously, we'll feel it more if we don't kind of brace ourselves, perhaps for something that we know is, again, on the horizon. Significant transformation, a profound need for change, clearing away limiting factors, again, whatever might be holding us back, including ourselves. This is where our own worst enemies sometimes, and again, perhaps tolerating more than we should, giving more than we should, not taking enough for ourselves, being too selfless is no good either, or again, try to take on and tackle everything on our own without a support system. Significant transformation, a profound need for change, or clearing away limiting factors. Again, sudden change cannot escape its effects, a need to learn to let go of unhealthy attachments for more fulfilling things. So this is what your state of being is. You're kind of feeling this transformation, this death, this ending, because this is how you feel because of this. And again, know that whatever it is, it's necessary, especially if it's something that is not what it could be or not what it should be. And it is learning from whatever this has been to help you to become better and do better next time around, and whatever it is. Usually it's always relationship stuff. I can't seem to get away from that. But again, you could be describing multiple areas. The challenge, lesson, or obstacle is the the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. In the upright, it's talking about, our working and efforts and putting the time in and being meticulous and what we're working on there. Trying to manifest some kind of results, In the reverse, it's about lacking ambition or focus. Again, the Chariot speaks about, feeling unfocused. Again, can't figure out the next part of whenever this ends, whatever this is here. Because this again is the challenge, lesson, or obstacle. Working hard on something that's going nowhere. Again, we're lacking ambition or time wasted on whatever it is that we're working on. I need to think outside the box. I think this is what this mentioned here too about what was the word that it used? Oh, think big. You know, taking risks, thinking outside the box. It's whatever it is. It's something that we need to look at a certain way here. Now, frustration, disappointment, again, lack of success and progress, honing in on minute details that aren't even important to the overall workings of your life. I need to look at the big picture and ask if this is the right direction at this time. Or is this the right situation for me? Is this the right person for me? Is this just something I need to continue to put work and effort into, even though it doesn't seem to be changing or going anywhere? Um, Are you working on the right things? Again, are you missing something important or need to reprioritize or change direction? Figure out our direction. Where are we going? What do we want? What are we doing? How do we get here? How do we get to where we're going next? Again, there's some kind of transition period that we're going through that we're feeling uncomfortable in, but we're, kind of going over again whatever efforts that we've put into things so far, questioning things, paths, choices, directions, efforts, etc. The root issue of what needs to be overcome. Now, this is the King of Swords in the reverse. And then the upright, he's all about truth and clarity and discernment and, clear thinking. Again, intellect. In the reverse, it's the real asshole. So a lot of these court cards, when they come up in the reverse, we could be dealing with narcissistic types. Again, what we're dealing with, or this could be just, a lack of clarity. If this is you, and again, male, female, it doesn't matter. So this is either you or someone that you're dealing with. You could be dealing with somebody, again, who's cold, detached, who's an asshole, who's manipulative, abusive, critical, cold, cutting with their words, self-serving, only has their own interests in mind. Again, watch out with people here. Or this is, again, if it could be ourselves, hopefully we weren't behaving this way. It says either you were behaving that way or someone else was behaving that way that you were dealing with. Or, again, if this is an aspect of yourself, it could be, again, scattered thoughts, feeling lost or uncertain about our options, what direction we want to go after this shift or something, or knowing that we want to change or need a change. Lack of decisions about opportunities, again, or direction. This is, again, is the challenge, lesson, or obstacle. So if it's involving a lesson, it had to deal with, dealing with this kind of behavior from somebody, or being that way ourselves, although I don't think that that's the case here. Or this is, again, just could be us trying to figure out our direction, where we're going. We want something to change, but we don't know how it's going to change, or what to do, or where to go, or how to make it manifest. There's something here that we're needing to look at and see the bigger picture of either why this has happened or is happening. Because it's obviously you're being drawn to transform. Either let something die so something can be reborn, or being open to change, and not fearing it. Again, just trying to get clear in our mind about what efforts we're putting in. And this could be practical. This could be relationship-wise, career, work. Oh, my hands are dry. It makes me nuts. I hate dry. You're like, what? I hate dry hands. I feel it. I should have put lotion on them. Oh my God, it's gonna make me crazy. But this is also could be we're cutting somebody out, or maybe we're kicking somebody out. Maybe we're kicking out a cancer. And there's a delay in when they can leave, you know. Who knows? This is going to be ending to a relationship and we're cutting ties or cutting somebody out, feeling like we wasted effort with them. Now we have here the hopes and fears is the devil. So if you know, if this was a different kind of reading, I'd be like, oh, we're hoping to have some kind of passionate something with somebody. But usually the devil energy is things that we feel bound to, you know, usually things that are toxic, but also the things that we're feeling bound to, it's voluntary because, you know, we're choosing that situation. Um, so perhaps again, this is stemming from some kind of choice that we're needing to make here. Um, Unhealthy bonds, you know, or maybe we're fearing being stuck and bound in a situation, being stuck with somebody toxic. Um, Again, negativity, constraint, deceptive, lack of control. Again, lack of control, lack of control. Maybe we feel like we're not going to be able to gain control over something or situation that we feel tied to or bound to in some way. Um, but whatever it is that we're in, or our thoughts and emotions are getting stirred up to kind of address, it's always a good thing because it's going to bring with it, you know, the death of things that no longer serve us or whatever might be holding us back. It's going to allow for transformation because you're analyzing this stuff, you're looking at it over, or it's being presented to you to look at. Um, You know, this is the devil is also the scapegoat, you know, the person or thing that one projects the inferior side of themselves to feel better. Again, people that are looking to blame other people for their situations. Again, it's you watch out for people try to do that with you, and it's also about not doing that with ourselves because many times we see the crack way before we see the ass. But we choose to keep rose-colored glasses on. We choose to make excuses for. We choose to allow. We choose to stay in. We choose choice, choice, choice. It's all a choice. Some things that happen aren't our choice. You know, could be fated things, but free will choice as to what you do during that fated event or after that fated event, that's all on you. And usually with experience comes wisdom. So maybe again, we're trying to learn something here from something that we've been going through. Um, because again, we're being asked to kind of look at it. You know, the longer you stay in it, the worse it becomes with this devil card. You know, it's someone to blame their troubles in life, non accountable, someone who's not accountable for their actions. Again, if we're dealing with any narcissistic types, they'll never hold themselves accountable for their actions. Everything's justified for them. Everything that they do to fuck somebody over or to use them for some whatever, to them, it's all justified. It's survival. Survival instincts. It says they can't help it. It's like inbred in them to take advantage of people, um, and wear masks again, and it's just different mask, different victim, but they're always the same. Um, so again, if you're dealing with anything like that or coming into any kind of realization about something like that, be grateful for the lesson, be grateful that it's ending. It's gonna suck and it's gonna hurt like hell because you'll realize that the whole thing was a lie and you were the only one in it. The only one putting in effort, the only one through all those hoops you were jumping through and all that stuff you were sacrificing and giving and all that stuff, that person was just like a leech, using you, thinking that, oh, they love me, they whatever. It says it's all a fucking illusion. So that's a hard pill to swallow when that truth comes in. So if you're dealing with something like that, I feel sorry for you because I empathize. Um, But understand that, you know, if we're fearing being stuck and bound in a situation, the choice is always ours. Um, you just kind of got to figure it out. And if you're going to need to ask for some kind of help to kind of get you through a transition, or to figure out your next moves, then we should do that. I need to take back your power. You know, that's what the devil card is asking you to do, you know, because again, it's voluntary. Um, self-imposed. It's almost like what is it, Eight of Swords? The lady's standing there with the blindfold trap, self-imposed trappedness. But again, it might not be too self-imposed if we're waiting to get rid of somebody and there's a delay in when they can leave and you're kind of stuck with them there. Then that can feel much like a prison, right? Again, hopelessness, being pessimistic, or need to take back your power. I already said that. Obsession or overinvesting. Overinvesting. That's kind of what this card speaks about. You know, overinvesting in something that didn't go nowhere, or we're not sure if it's going to go anywhere. And again, and this could also just be work related. You know, projects you're working on or collaborating with the people trying to make something come together, but you know, you're uncertain about where it's headed, but you know something's got to change, because especially if you're in it to try to improve your finances or whatever it might be, you know, you don't want to keep whittling away here with these pentacles and nothing's going to come out of it, so you're kind of hoping for the best, perhaps. um, You know, only this is the longer you stay in it, the worse it becomes. Only crisis can break it, and that's kind of what the Tower is, crisis. And this is mirroring each other, so it's like, you know, either you know something's got to end or something's got to change, and maybe you got to get rid of somebody or get out of a situation. It's kind of, we're in the right before, you know, because again there might be delays, or we're delaying making that choice or that decision that we know we need to, and we're fearing staying in a toxic situation or something that you feel stuck in or obligated in. Um, but again, we have the option to make a choice on our own path before it gets worse, as they say, before this tower is upright and it's like a major, you kind of have control a little bit more than you think you do right now. Um, Again, materialistic desires, unhealthy bonds. Now, this was the hopes and fears. Now, this is the advice. The advice is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is good. At least it's in the upright. Knight of Pentacles is better than a page. It is the slowest moving knight in the deck, so it's maybe about be practical in our choices and our decisions. You know, proceed with caution, but keep moving forward. This is about work and effort and responsibility, following our dreams, following the dreams of the pages. You know, careful thought, consideration. Often engage in toilsome routine or efforts required to realize the dreams of their heart. So you may feel like, again, you're toiling away at stuff because you want a positive result in it, but there's some uncertainty in whether or not you should keep at it. Listen, it's just about everything undertaken will meet with success. This is what you're hoping for. You know, patience, reliable, responsible, committed. Um, so whether maybe you're questioning and just stay committed to keep working on this project or something, that maybe you should, or moving towards what you feel will truly make you happy in the end, because this is the possible outcome should you follow this advice. And this is the Queen of Cups. Again, male, female, doesn't matter. This could be you moving towards the Queen of Cups, or you moving towards, you know, some emotional balance within yourself, some peace, because obviously we've got the devil here and upheaval here and wanting change, you know. So again, if we be practical in our choices and decisions, and keep moving forward. We'll eventually get to the place that we're hoping to get to. Again, where we're going to be not all out of whack here. Um, Again, in regards to the self, it's a need to be trustworthy, reliable, a good provider, commit to getting the job done, loyal, does whatever it takes, meticulous, again, planning, follows through on their promises. Or it's telling you that you need to be responsible and to take charge. Gradual progress. So again, let's talk about taking charge. The Chariot in reverse is not taking charge. You know, you don't have control over these. Again, and the disharmony or imbalance could just be again within ourselves. Fear of change, fear of wasted time and effort, fear, lacking clarity. Now, Queen of Cups has said again, was the possible outcome should you follow the advice, and I already kind of went over that. As a person, it's someone who's intuitive, could be a water sign, or again, it could be you, could be them, could be man, woman, doesn't matter. I need to trust one's intuition, listen to the inner voice. I need to empathize with others, to show compassion, support, teach others, focus on our own emotional well-being. Um, Kind of coming to an understanding too of why people are the way that they are, why they make the choices that they do. And again, especially if we're coming into a realization about someone else. But again, if it's involving some kind of relationship thing, both people got to see both roles, both persons' roles. And somehow, with that acceptance and that peace and that release, the death comes and the transformation comes, and we are able to then move forward, you know, and find our joy and our happiness. We'll see what these, clarifiers say. Um, Again, the Queen of Cups symbolizes achievements made possible, the use of our imagination and creativity, artistically gifted, self-expression. So again, if we're working on any kind of projects, um, they want to encourage you to keep pursuing that. Don't lose hope of the dream, as they say. Listen to your intuition. Do what ultimately makes you happy, and just be wise in whatever choices you make. Try to gain some balance so that you're not feeling all could be burnt out. Because I guess as I know with my mother, you know, working a regular job and putting efforts into what she used to do, which it has to do with music career stuff, music industry stuff. So she's kind of burning the candle at both ends, and she's wishing something would change so she can maybe do one full time and leave the other, but she's kind of stuck between. So I mean, I can kind of understand how that might come into play, and also how she takes everything on herself. She's always, she's the one that I was mentioning about someone asking to make a sandwich at 10 o'clock at night. It's like, let them make their own freaking sandwich. Like, what are you doing? Like, but this is, Sagittarius, I guess. um, but it's just about believing in yourself, that whatever you're working towards, um, believe in yourself, and don't do anything that doesn't feel right, or don't stay in anything that doesn't feel right. Try to trust your intuition. Try to be practical in your decision making. Try to get clear. Ask for help if you need help. Don't feel like you're stuck or bound to anything. Ultimately, it's your choice. You know. Um, but again, if this is like relationship wise, You know, let's see what's going on with the advice for you. What advice do you have for Sagittarius in September in regards to the situation here? What advice, boy, what advice do you have for Sagittarius? Oh, they come flying like ninjas. Like ninjas. What other advice do you have for Sagittarius? What other advice do you have for Sagittarius? What advice do you have for Sagittarius? Other advice do you have for Sagittarius? Other advice. Okay. Here, you are profoundly clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. So again, this is paying attention to our intuition. Try to get in balance with ourselves. Try to follow what our gut or our instinct is telling us. You know, allow it to transform you. Allow it to guide you. Allow it to help you heal from something if you're needing to heal for something, if you've been dealing with a real asshole. But they're asking you to kind of go with what you're feeling here. The honesty with oneself too. Not what we wish. What's the reality? Again, what we wish is a lot of times what people cling to for a long time. You can keep hoping and wishing and dreaming and waiting, and you can be like that for 20 years. But you know, we're needing to sometimes look at the reality of things. The reality and being logical, and trying to get clear is what's going to serve us best. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in the situation. Have faith in a positive outcome. So again, if you've been like trying to been working on something and you're lacking clarity, and you know something's got to change, or you've got some fears or a lack of direction here, they're saying whatever you're trying to move towards for yourself, visualize success. Again, try to trust your instincts. Be practical in your approach, you know, and move towards either this person or embodying the Queen of Cups energy. Sacral chakra. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. So, clear out any toxic shit or people or whatever it is. You know? Ugh. If you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, not going to make the world a better place, and the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. So again, if we're talking about career stuff, projects, artistic endeavors, what have you, if it brings you some kind of joy, you know, keep doing that and try to release the angst or the worry too much. Just be wise. Try to be wise and try to enjoy yourself of what you're doing, regardless. Indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. So this could be you. That's why they're saying you're profoundly clairvoyant. You got the Queen of Cups energy here, so a lot of you might have a lot of, you know, getting a lot of psychic hits, spiritual guidance. They're wanting you to kind of, again, pay attention to whatever signs, symbols, intuition, whatever it is that's trying to lead you through this transition into whatever new beginning that's going to be unfolding here for you. And this is again speaking of the indigo card also speaks again of spiritual work or being of service in some way, giving back, you know, or if you have something to share with others, you know, as your gift or your talent. Um, Again, that might be encouraging you to, if that's calling you, to keep moving towards that, you know, and try to visualize success. And then we have heart chakra. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. So opening up the heart chakra. This is about obviously releasing the fears, whatever fears that we may have, being open and receptive here. Also about nurturing ourselves. Um, Listen, I don't know if somebody's trying to decide on whether to stay in something or to move towards something. Because again, I'm trying to look at this tower and this death and this devil. Um, and where they're telling you to open your heart. Like I said, if you know something is toxic, then you need to open your heart to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Don't. I says I'm very. I don't like general readings. This is because I never want to lead anyone into the slaughterhouse. I don't want to put a happy bow around it, telling people again what they want to hear. I try to tell them what they need to hear. I try to give out as many scenarios as possible, because I never would tell somebody to go stay in a toxic situation. I don't care if it's your twin flame or your soulmate or whoever it is. The point is how are you being treated in that situation, or what feels right for you. Always do what you feel is best for you. Use your intuition, use your knowledge, whatever it is that you've learned in your life experience and this experience. Let that be your guide. No rose-colored glasses, no uncertainty. Get clear, be cautious, move forward, but keep, don't be afraid to move forward, but just do so in a way that's going to allow you to remain balanced, and that's going to lead you in a direction that's ultimately going to be for your highest and best. This is what I try to tell everybody. Because again, we got a lot of situations where people are ending things with karmic partners, trying to go back to the old ones. Some people deserve second chances or 10th chances. I don't know how many chances people are getting, and some don't. Some have narcissists coming back. Some are the narcissists. Like I says, I don't discriminate in my readings. I don't know. The message is what it is. But whatever this situation is, try to follow your heart, try to follow your intuition. And if something don't feel right, if you're not being treated right, again, get the fuck out of there, let it die, move forward, learn the lessons. But if you've learned something, and you're trying to move back towards something or trying to heal towards something, make sure that again, we're clear, we're methodical, we're balanced, whatever this is. I just, you know what I'm saying? Family. I pray for my family and give the situation to God for answers, support, and healing. So whatever this is, um, or again, like I said, some people might be working on career stuff. Some people trying to turn their finances around and hoping that this is going to be the thing that kind of helps them take care of their whole family or themselves or whatever it is. And they're, you know, Again, it's if it's something like that and not something that's like a toxic situation, then try to enjoy the moment of the process, you know. And if it's making you happy what you're doing, you know, keep following the path, and it may lead to something. It might lead to a place where, you know, you'll be able to take care of your family and all these things. And again, if it's toxic relationship stuff we're talking about, and like I said, I don't care who it is, twin flame, soulmate, I, I would not. But again, it ain't me. Um, but whatever this is, you know, the card is saying that know that your family's being watched over. The heavens are watching over you and your family, and try to kind of relax. Or they're also encouraging perhaps to work on something. If this is we're trying to heal something. But again, make sure people are trying to heal things or go back to things for the right reasons, not fear-based, not karmic, not toxic, not whatever it is, because the holidays are rolling around. You know what I'm saying? What? You know. Action. Today I take action related to priorities that I've previously put off. So whatever it is that we're needing to handle, whatever it is that we're perhaps maybe even trying to avoid handling, we're needing to take action. So especially if it's we're needing to let something die. Honesty. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. You know, that's kind of what the question has been posed here is how do I honestly feel about this? Trying to, again, figure out what's worth continuing putting effort into. Caring, and this is also about making sure we're not dealing with any liars, narcissists, being honest with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Caring. Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to caring about myself, others, in the world. So this is always about self-care, again, first and foremost. How are you feeling? You know, if it's something that's making you feel all jacked up, then it's probably something that's not good for you. You know, always love yourself first, care for yourself first, be honest with yourself, again, with yourself and other people. Um, Especially if you're feeling trapped in a situation you want to get out of, or you want them to go. Whatever it is here. God, I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me in this situation. So again, this letting go and let God, releasing all our worries to whatever you believe is the higher power there, and kind of doing what you can do in the moment to ease you through whatever changes, transitions, or directions that you're wanting to go in. And whatever is out of your control, give that up to the universe to kind of handle. Prayer. Instead of worrying, I pray about this situation to bring about real solutions. So again, this is a lot about whatever it is that you're fearing or feeling here. Know that it's for a reason. Know that it's because you're supposed to be taking a look at something here, but not to the point of where it keeps you stuck or stagnant or feeling imbalanced or, you know, again, try to follow your heart, your instincts, you know, try to think positive again if it's something that you're working on and you're not sure if it's going to manifest, you know, in career or something like that. Again, just kind of figure it out. That's the thing. Oh, we got here true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And then we also have soulmate here. Yes, this is your soulmate. Now, Like I said, for some who are lacking clarity about a person or a situation, and maybe you're trying to make your way back to that person, um, for some, they might be saying, yes, it's your soulmate. Try to figure it out. It's all part of your spiritual path. Again, whatever you're going through here, it's a lesson that's important for your growth and development. Perhaps this is true love. Trust in what you're feeling here. Now, for others, you know, they might be saying that maybe after being through this situation, true love is coming in. Trust that. It was all happened for a reason. You had to learn a lesson, and soon someone new was going to be coming in. Try to keep an open mind. And again, this is like karmic, the devil, religious factors, the tower, even the death. This is whatever it is, it was necessary again for your growth and development in your soul, shedding karma, learning lessons. But at the end of the day, again, coming to terms with, coming to peace with whatever you need to here in order to help you kind of be open and receptive to whatever next steps that you're wanting to take with whoever you're wanting to take it with. Um, what the hell? Fools. Oh, youth. And on that, I think we should wrap it up there because we're already at an hour. Oh my God. Not that I don't love to give the advice, but again, trust what you feel is good for you. Try not to be so. Try to prepare yourself, embrace yourself again for whatever changes or transitions that might be coming in. Follow your heart. And hopefully for you all will be well. And on that note, my dears, I send you love and light. Really. Healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Again, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave comments. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.